I got rich after I understood this. Have you ever felt like you're just stuck in a rut and you don't know how to get yourself out of it? You're not going in the right direction, but you just can't seem to break free. Everything you encounter seems to work against you and your will is broken and crushed. Don't worry, we've all been there, and it's only natural from time to time. And there's hope, because sometimes all that's needed is a shift in perspective or a boost of confidence to change your direction. Whether you're stuck working a job that you don't love and struggling to make ends meet, or whether you just feel like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of barely getting by, there's a key piece of wisdom that can change everything for you, as it has for countless rich before you and will for countless rich after you. If that's you, I'm sure you also believe that there has to be more to life than this rut, even if you don't know how to get out of your situation. And that's what we're here to discuss today. A life-changing idea, a subtle shift in mindset and perspective that can make all the difference in your pursuit of the rich life. Welcome to Lifestyle Billionaire Club, the channel for the new rich and self-made entrepreneurs leveling up their money game. Here, we create achievable goals, build wealth, and learn to retain it. If you're watching this video for infotainment, this is where you should hop off. We need action takers that take wealth creation serious. If you're here to really get inspired, learn something new, and create your path towards the rich life, welcome home. Make sure you like and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon to receive new notifications when videos drop. And share this video with your friends, because remember, getting rich is fun together. Now, let's get to it. I became rich when I finally understood this one thing. I realized that to get what I wanted out of life, I had to change my mindset. I had to shift my thinking from just getting by to actually creating wealth. I started observing rich people and poor people around me and researched self-made millionaires and billionaires extensively. And throughout this exercise, I created two personas. Irrespective of who I was observing, I would create the same situation for the other persona and imagine what that person's response would be in this situation. I was amazed by what I saw. What I realized is that it was a very simple yet distinct change in mindset that differentiated a rich person from the average person. Otherwise, all situations are more or less the same. We all encounter the same things throughout life in a relatively similar fashion. Everyone faces them in some form. The biggest differentiator then is how the person deals with what they face and what perspective they hold. What I saw was that rich people believed they could create their destinies and constantly took action towards their goals. They weren't stopped by the obstacles that met them. The obstacle became the way. Average people, on the other hand, attributed their environment to their successes or failures. Napoleon Bonaparte, the famous French general, once said, "I see only my objective. The obstacle must give way." And give way the obstacles did. Napoleon was a master at pursuing his destiny and accomplishing great and unbelievable feats. And this is how you must be if you want to accomplish much in life. The obstacle must become nothing to you so that only your steadfast will remains. And now, here are some life lessons that I took to heart and needed to fully understand before getting rich. Number 1, rich people see money differently. Rich people see money differently than poor or middle-class people. They don't see money as something scarce, but as something abundant. They believe that there is enough money for everyone. This difference in outlook changes how they approach the surrounding opportunities. Firstly, they're not afraid to take risks, and they don't believe that failure marks the end of the road. Secondly, they're willing to invest their time and money into something that may not work out. They understand that you have to spend money to make money, but they are very picky when it comes to investing. So, while they're not afraid to invest in themselves or their businesses, they know exactly how to go about it. Thirdly, they're not afraid to give back. They understand that by helping others, they're also helping themselves. But rich people are also selective about to whom and what they're giving back. And finally, they don't take no for an answer. If something is important to them, they'll find a way to make it happen. Period. Remember, I only see the objective. The obstacle must give way. Number 2, rich people have a different mindset about time. The second thing I noticed was that rich people have a different mindset about time than others. They see time as something precious and limited. They don't waste their time on things that don't matter to them. They're very strategic about how they spend their time, and they make sure that every minute counts. Most of the time, they're pursuing the simplest, most effective route to revenue and never wasting time on non-money generating tasks within their given work period. If something doesn't work out as they'd want it to, they will not spend more time repenting or rectifying their mistake. They will simply take their lessons and move ahead in life. This isn't to say you shouldn't make amends and fix problems you create for others, but where it's just yourself concerned, move on quickly. Rich people also know what their time is worth. For instance, even when a rich person is spending time on something that has no immediate monetary reward linked to it, he or she knows exactly why they are doing it. Their actions may have a social or networking value, which will eventually lead to more opportunities and, consequently, more money. Everything is strategic. Everything is calculated, planned out. Number 3, rich people have a different approach to learning. The third thing I noticed was that rich people have a different approach to learning than other people. They're constantly learning and expanding their knowledge. They're not afraid of change or new information. In fact, they embrace it. Now and then, they may take on a new hobby or read a new book, or they may go to an event where they can meet new people and learn from them. Whatever it is, they're always looking for ways to improve themselves. And as they continue to learn and grow, their wealth also grows with them. Number 4, rich people think long-term. The fourth thing I noticed was that rich people understand that to achieve their goals, they need to take a long view. They're not afraid of making sacrifices in the present moment because they know it will pay off in the future. Poor or middle-class people, on the other hand, often make decisions based on what will give them immediate gratification without considering the long-term consequences of their actions. If they're already in debt, but getting a nail job on a credit card is how they want to treat themselves this weekend, they wouldn't give a second thought to it. This kind of thinking keeps them trapped in a cycle of debt and prevents them from ever achieving financial freedom. Rich people are very mindful of their spending, even when they're earning millions or billions. They understand that every purchase they make has an opportunity cost. They only spend their money on things that will help them achieve their long-term goals. Even if it's a nail job before a high-value client meeting, that creates a major difference in a somewhat similar situation. But wait a minute. Do you think it's okay to splurge and treat yourself even if you are in a little bit of debt? Pause the video and let us know in the comments section below. Number 5, rich people have a positive attitude. The fifth and final thing I noticed was that rich people have a positive attitude towards money. They see it as something that can create positive change in their lives and the world around them. Poor or middle-class people often have a negative relationship with money. They see it as something evil or corrupt, or they may believe that having too much money is greedy or selfish. This negative relationship with money prevents them from ever achieving financial success because they're ready to pin the blame on money even if the slightest of things go wrong. Rich people, on the other hand, see money as a tool that can be used to improve their lives and the lives of their family and friends. If something goes wrong, they try to understand the reason behind it rather than treating money as an evil force. So my next move was to make these changes in my life. I decided to think like a rich person. As I encountered teaching moments in life, I shifted my perspective. I started seeing money as something that was abundant and not scarce. I began taking risks and investing in myself and my business. And finally, I started thinking long term. Slowly but surely, my life started changing for the better. My income increased, my debts decreased, and I was on the path to financial freedom. It all started with a change in mindset, a shift from just getting by to creating wealth. And it's this change that can make all the difference in your life too. Share your thoughts in the comments section below and share with your friends if you found this video helpful. When I learned this, I became rich. See you next time.